Good morning. I'm Earth Dr. Reese Halter, and you're listening to Earthcast, SOS.com. Based on the 36 pledges trickling into the Paris climate meeting slated for later this year, Earth will reach the 2°C warming threshold by 2038, rather than 2036, without any cuts. Ladies and gentlemen, this is disastrous. Pledges by Russia and Canada, major carbon polluters, are in the zone of 3 to 4°C, life-ending. So is this a precursor to what we can expect in December at the Paris climate talks? Would you believe fossil fuel firms and big carbon polluters are sponsoring the Paris climate talks? Here's just a few of the sponsors and their shoddy track records. Air France has overtly opposed emission reductions in the aviation industry. Engie was responsible for coal-fired emissions equivalent to nearly half of France's annual carbon pollution. BNP Paribas is one of the top 10 global coal lending banks between 2005 and 2013. Friends of the Earth summed it up like this, quote, "Putting the most important climate conference of the decade under the patronage of climate-incompatible businesses does not bode well," end quote. Really? In the meantime, here's what nature is showing my colleagues as a result of burning in excess of 96 million metric tons of fossil fuels daily on our globe. Arctic sea ice has been retreating rapidly due to burning heat-trapping fossil fuels. The biggest losses are happening in the spring and summer. Over the past 10 years, we've lost 50% of the Arctic sea ice area. In March, it reached its lowest maximum ever recorded. Meanwhile, at the other pole on March 24th, at the Esperanza base, they recorded the highest temperature since the inception of record keeping on Antarctica at 63.5 degrees Fahrenheit. The Amundsen Basin in western Antarctica is home to Pine Island and Thwaites glaciers, hot spots of melting undergoing irreversible change as this region drains faster and faster into the ocean. The volume of water will raise global sea levels by 3 feet. The Totten Glacier of eastern Antarctica has begun to quickly melt. It alone could raise global oceans by 11 feet, more than the whole West Antarctic ice sheet put together. It's now losing 300 gigatons, or 180 miles by 180 miles of ice annually. So I'm of the opinion, along with at least several other billionaires, that harnessing the sun to create energy and distance our dependence upon toxic coal is a really good thing. Well, according to Australia's Prime Minister, Tony Abbott's understanding of science, quote, "Solar power will make the sun implode," end quote. What the frack? Therefore, burning coal will, quote, "save the sun," end quote. Sadly, this buffoon is single-handedly hastening the demise of the Great Barrier Reef, the largest remaining reef, by increasing super coal and LNG tankers across the dying reef. The incessant noise is killing the reef and all its marine life. That's ecocide and bloody shameful. Please support the okraproject.org because they're making Earthcast SOS possible. I'm Earth Doctor Reese Halter, reminding you to protect our planet.